Hey guys, Kyle here to be reviewing set 71718 Wu's Battle Dragon. This set released this year in 2020 in the Summer Wave. Retails for $20 and is part of the Season 13 Shintaro Wave. Anyway, let's take a look at the minifigures. So the first minifigure I'm taking a look at is Master Wu, who has now his Season 13 robes, obviously, and reuses the same headpiece from Season 11, as you can see, with the back ponytail, although I think it's slightly different face printing. You can't really tell too well though. He also has a new staff, which looks pretty good, and also a new armor piece, I believe. I don't know if this is any of the other Season 13 sets. I really don't have many of the new sets, although I should have eventually by the end of this year, hopefully. There isn't really much to say about Master Wu other than he looks cool, and I guess his new staff is cool. So let's take a look at the next minifigure. So next minifigure we have in this set is Gleck, who comes with the crossbow mold thing from Star Wars, which usually is Chewbacca, but obviously instead of like a translucent stud, there's just a gunmetal gray one. Taking a look at the back, he's got a nice little quiver, and also has a new different coloration of the normal Goblin what do you call it? Hat ear combo? Anyway, yeah, taking a look at the back of his hair, if you take this off, you can see he's got more of a, I guess, worried, scared, or shocked expression. Really not too much to say. My only real complaint about the waves is that in the sets they display the geckos and the monks as villains, which, if you watch this show, they're not, which is definitely weird. Because on the box art and stuff from the set, it looks like he's meant to be fighting Wu. It's very bizarre. But anyway, let's look at the main build of the set. So obviously, the main build of the set is Wu's Battle Dragon, or the... Is it the grown-up or the transformed version of Champion? I don't know. It's been a hot minute since I watched Season 13. As you see at the top, it's got nice detailing of gold and white. And also, I'd really do prefer these material they use for the wings. Yeah, Wu falls off. It's not very stable. Look at that after. Yeah, anyway, I prefer this material used for the wings instead of, like, the bricks that are used for the dragons in some of the sets. Like, the golden dragon here I have on hand. As you can see, it has weird wings. I don't know, they're using the same design as well for the Season 14 jungle dragon, which just looks really awkward. I mean, it's not too bad. This looks a lot better. And both these sets, by the way, retail for the same price, both 20. Anyway, main complaint of the set, Wu falls off a lot because the saddle just is not stable whatsoever. Also, I'm struggling. As you like, it's just tiles like that. If you move them at all, like the dragon, Wu's just gonna fall. Which also another complaint is the head looks pretty weird. I mean, it's the best it could do, I guess. Because using the hard plastic heads, I guess, would look really stupid. Glad I didn't go with that. The tail is just a bunch of cheese slopes and tiles and stuff going across. The legs, yeah, these are pretty sturdy. You can have to do a bunch of poses like sitting and standing and whatnot. Could say much for the saddle, as you can see. Which Wu falls off a lot on this, especially if you're moving it. So I guess for a little kid, this would be really shit for I guess, playing with it. For the mouth, yeah, it can't open. I'm not gonna do that. I accidentally knocked the entire head off once. I'm not gonna do that same mistake. The neck, just used a bunch of ball joints. There isn't too much to say about this. Let's look at the mini build of the set. And for the mini build of the set, it isn't much. It's a nice little sword holder. I don't know the names of the blades. Is this the one of Deliverance? Or are they both called that? I don't know. It's the white ones, the yin yang blades as I call them. Yeah, it's a nice little build. You got a nice little lava piece, which LEGO are using a lot this year, which is good because it looks freaking cool. You also have some green flames, which, I mean, yeah, it looks good. Definitely fits the vibe of the Skull Sorcerer because it's not using too much sets aside from the Skull Sorcerer's dungeon, I believe this is called, and also the Grief Brain Dragon, although it's called the Skull Sorcerer's Dragon for some reason. But yeah, there's a shot of the build closer up, and the sword is really big. Like, I expected this to be like normal katana size or whatnot, but this is huge. Like, for comparison, like that is nearly, it probably is double the size. And if you just take the normal minifigure, you've Wu here from Legacy. It's literally about the same size. These are big, which was it like that in the show? They were more like less the size of torsos. I don't know. Anyway, let's take a look at the packaging, instructions, and the final verdict. So taking a look at the instructions, they're very weird. They have a very unusual shape. Usually they be square and a bit wider, but this is more tall than anything. There isn't too much advertisement in this set. I mean, there's none. I mean, there's only stuff for season 13. Obviously, there's no legacy from the wave this year, which I guess makes sense. As you can see, you have all the sets being combined into one big set for the board game. The dragon's not there for some reason, although I believe that's from that set. I'm not too sure. But anyway, let's look at the packaging and the final verdict. So yep, the packaging is pretty cool. The box. As you can see, fold that little flap out, and it's called with the black blade, which don't know what it's called again, but yeah. Take a look at the front. You have Wu's dragon flying in, and obviously you have Gleek shooting at him again. What is up with the false information in this way? Take a look at the back. Yeah, the box. Just ignore that dent. Yeah, I got really effed up. Taking a look at it, obviously you have all the little play features you could do in the set, like advertisement for the shooter. At the top, you just have the names, the characters, and obviously a highlight of Wu, which, yeah, it's pretty good. Which I'm pretty sure Wu is exclusive to this set, maybe. I'm not too sure. I haven't seen him in any of the other sets. I also don't own any of the other sets, so that could be a factor. Anyway, final verdict of the set. Jeez, I'd say get it if you want a cheap dragon that looks good, but then again, you also have other options like the golden dragon, which I believe is still in store shelves and looks just as good. I mean, it has a nice head as well. But I would just say get any dragon except for the Junior Sky Dragon, because that one just, it's not good. Not good whatsoever. Anyway, with all this said and done, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.